another comparison video. I'm comparing the $20 Beauty Blender to the $7 Morphe Highlight and Contour Blender. Okay, so I'm gonna get started with my Beauty Blender on this side of my face with the same foundation I've been using. And just like all the other comparisons, there is no concealer. This is just the foundation and the blenders by themselves.
Hey, yo, Mr. Chance, the rapper, I greatly appreciate the way you roll.
Now I'm going to switch over to the Morphe side, and I'm going to get started with the round part.
I don't wanna sit slide. I'ma stand up on my own too. Stand up on my own too. I don't wanna sit slide. I'ma stand up on my own too.
Well, this definitely blends in really well. I feel like absorbs more. It soaks up more of the makeup than the Beauty Blender, but definitely not as much as the Artist Choice or the Real Technique. This, I feel like it is absorbing more, but it's also like moving it around really well. And it's also blending really nicely into the skin, a little better than the Real Technique or the Artist Choice. So now we have Beauty Blender versus the Morphe Blender. So with my foundation, this did a really good job. I felt like it blended really quickly, very evenly, comparable to the actual Beauty Blender. It also blends and gives you the same finish that the Beauty Blender does, pretty much the same amount of time that the Beauty Blender does. This is definitely so far doing really well. Okay, now I'm gonna move on to concealer just for my under eyes. So, okay, so now I'm gonna go to this side with my Morphe.
Possum pants when the roof leak. Before I ever smoked mid, before I ever blew tree. Used to drive a hoopty that broke down on me usually. Knots was looking nappy, pockets was looking puny. Never planned on college, I dropped out as a student. My GPA started with a decimal like Dewey. That's lower than low, that's lower than most. But if you thought I wouldn't make it, you slower than slow.
So the same problem that I had with the other blenders, the point isn't really thin enough to like really get into your eyes. However, I do think that this flat side kind of does work perfect for getting right under the waterline and just bouncing to stipple out, so I really like that. Now we are jumping over to our highlight.
I don't wanna sit slide. I'ma stand up on my own too. Stand up on my own too.
Blends out really nice, really quick. Switching over to our Morphe, I'm going to use a flat side because I like that to blend out my corrected concealer. So I would definitely say that for as far as under eyes goes, this flat side is fantastic. The only thing is that neither side on this can really get into like the corner of my eyes right there. Okay, so all in all, I definitely think that the Morphe blender is the closest out of the three comparisons I did to the Beauty Blender. I think it blended out my foundation in pretty much the same amount of time that the Beauty Blender blended out the foundation, gave me a very close to even skin tone. It definitely absorbs more makeup than the Beauty Blender. However, it absorbs the least amount of makeup than the Artist Choice or the Real Technique blenders. Now the shape between all of them, still the Beauty Blender wins for the best shape because this pointed end is perfect for getting right under your eyes. And all of the other ones are just a little bigger and a little fuller, and even if it has the point, it's still like a little bit of a fatter point. But this one is the first one that has like this flat edge, which was really good for getting in your eye and blending out under eyes. However, it still wasn't as easy to get under your eyes with the Beauty Blender. But all in all, this is $7. I think it is the best buy out of all three of these comparisons I've done. I'd say that the Morphe Highlight and Contour Blender is the best bang for your buck. However, I still see the benefit in the Beauty Blender, so if you're willing to make the $20 purchase, I'd say say that this is still the winner out of all 4 of these blenders, but the Morphe Highlight and Contour blender is a very close second, and this one is only $7. So, from my professional opinion to you guys, to help save a little money, I would say go with the Morphe blender.